sort of send her a little message about the tragic story of my daughter, Trishia.
Well, you're live on air right now. Do you have a minute to talk about this?
And would you like to talk on air? We want to give you an opportunity to kind of get this out, the word out, and kind of explain your story to the public.
Yeah, I can do that, I guess, right now for a little bit. It's sort of hard for me to talk about it, but I'll try to do it without crying.
Absolutely.
Most certainly understandable. Well, why don't you tell us what's going on and what happened?
Well, my daughter, Trishia Lynne Babcock, was shot to death by a 12-year-old boy in Detroit, Michigan on August 1st of 2009. And it was a month before he turned 13 years old. And because of his age, they were unable to try him as an adult because in the state of Michigan, you have to be 14 years old to be able to be tried as an adult. So there was 2 murder trials last year. The first one came back a hung jury. 11 out of 12 wanted to convict this person who's 6'2". Like I said, it was a month before he turned 13. It was a gang initiation thing.
Wow.
And he went up to my daughter's car with a .45 handgun with a loaded hollow points in it, and my daughter's window was down about 6 inches. He stuck the gun in my daughter's window. He said, "Run it, effing bitch." And she rolled the window up. It was only down about 6 inches. And she screamed and rolled the window up. In his hand, the gun got caught in the window, and he pulled the trigger and shot my daughter through the chest. Now, the police officers asked him, "Why didn't you drop the gun?" And he said, "Well, she might have picked it up and shot me with it." When they brought him in for interrogation, one of his parents, his family members, had to be there. And when they got him into the interrogation room, because they put it on the wall in the courtroom, I had to go through 2 of these murder trials, but it was like I was in a living nightmare movie. When they started to question him, and they told him why they actually brought him into the police department, the first thing that he said when they told him that he was being questioned on a homicide, he said, "Well, I didn't mean to shoot her." And the police officer said, "Well, how do you know it was a man or a woman? We didn't even say." So anyways, there was a gentleman that was with my daughter, and he took off running because he was afraid that he was going to get shot. He went to somebody's house and dialed 911. It took him 15 minutes to get to my daughter. It was on West Outer Drive in Mindock in Detroit, Michigan. And when the police officer got to my daughter, he said that she was gasping for air really bad. And he grabbed her out of her car and put her in the back seat of a police car, and they rushed her to an ambulance. And they put 10 pints of blood in my little girl, who was only 24 years old. And they tried to save her life, but they pronounced her dead at 1 o'clock at Sinai Grace Hospital in Detroit, Michigan. I talked to my daughter that morning at 10:19. And it put 3 holes in my little girl because it went through her upper shoulder and went down through her lower heart.
Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes, when I find myself standing in the sun. I can only imagine when all I would do